Hello, welcome back to my channel, Enjoy Plans. Today I'm using this Evergreen kit, which is a printable from Pink Planner Shop, and I am pairing it with gold foil. I kind of just shopped my stash for this, and then I brought in the Rainforest Green solid underlays from Plan With Me stickers, which I actually had in my collection, and then I just repurchased for the kit that I was going to use it for in the spring. So yeah, for the foil, let's talk about that first. I was looking through my foil and I had this gold gingerbread underlay or overlay, washi overlay. Wow, how many times can I say overlay? From Planner Choco that I bought last year on sale. And then I ended up not having like a classic gold spread, which when I was looking at my December lineup, I'm like, that seems crazy to have Christmas without like a classic gold Christmas spread. I thought that would be like a shoe-in foil color. So I decided that this would be the perfect kit to pair with gold. I do think in a perfect world, matte bronze would also look stunning, like the matte bronze mistletoe bundle from Crest Press. With this, I think would be chef's kiss. But yeah, I was like, I know the gingerbread is like a little bit more cutesy and Silly Studio art is like definitely more elegant. Maybe that's like too fancy of a word, but it's definitely like a little bit more sophisticated, but I do feel like it flows all together and it's cute. I love all the patterns. I love the colors. I've been really missing Silly Studio art, and so I was originally going to use this as my December monthly, and then I'm like, you know what, this would be perfect, with gold, and it will break up all the reds and the greens of the Christmas kits, and just have like a more neutral Christmas. And this is the week of Christmas Day is on the the Monday, and then the rest of the week is like the week after Christmas. So I feel like it's appropriate to not have, like super red and green. And then, yeah, I don't know. I like it. We are going to be in Arizona for most of this week, so I kind of like the more like neutral vibes because it kind of goes with the desert vibes. And I just love everything about this kit. The fashion girls are stunning. All the details are stunning per usual. It's always hard like putting quote boxes because I never want to cover up the beautiful artwork. But I had this really cute quote bundle from Plan With Me stickers that I think was an oops. Also, I don't know if you just heard Sadie yawn. That was hilarious. But I don't remember if I got it at a grab bag, oops, or if I picked it up. Honestly, it could be any of them. And I just kind of sprinkled that in. And then I had a couple quote boxes from Black Friday grab bags that I kind of sprinkled in. So I decided to put my scene extender on these 2 days, the Thursday and the Friday, because that's when we were doing our family Christmas, and then that's when we're doing like another family day, so that's when I'll have the most to mark. But yeah, I literally love everything about this kit, and I wanted to use every single box possible, and having 2 extenders works perfectly because then you use all the underlay boxes. You don't have just like random 1 or 2 left over, so that's perfect in my books. But that is pretty much it for like the kit details. Oh, forgot to say, these overlays that I'm placing on right now that I totally did a terrible job with for this first one. Thankfully it's covered up. But those are from Scribble Prints Co. I've talked recently about how I've been trying to use up that bundle that I got last year, and this plaid I feel like was a little bit hard to match, but then I'm like, actually this works really well with Christmas, and I felt like it was kind of elegant and pretty. So again, if you're wondering, the green doesn't match perfectly because it's supposed to match the dark green in this kit. I feel like I have to like keep telling myself that because I'm like, it doesn't match, but it's supposed to match the dark. Okay, that was for me, not for you. Let's move on and let's talk about some of the planner news, and then I'll do a little movie, this or that, to end my Christmas spreads. This is my last Christmas spread. But lately, if you've been following along in the planner community, we have 2 shops that have said no more to mystery kits, and they are dissolving their mystery kit subscription. That's Pink Diamond Planner Co. Wow, words. And Glam Planner. And they both released that news like kind of within a couple weeks of each other. And I feel like people are really heartbroken because for Pink Diamond Planner Co., that was exclusive Darcy art, and we love Darcy art. And then for Glam Planner, it's exclusive Silly Studio art, and I personally love Silly Studio art. She's like one of my favorite artists. So it's really sad that shops are kind of going away from this. It makes me wonder if, I know like SPC, she's talked about planning mysteries throughout like most of next year. So I don't think SPC will stop, and I don't think Crest Press will either, but they're the only two shops that now, kind of like some of the bigger shops. I know there's definitely smaller shops that offer, like I also know that Planner Face has a monthly mystery, but I mean more of like US mysteries. So yeah, it's kind of sad to see. It makes me wonder if a couple different things, and you'll have to let me know like your theories down below. This is totally me speculating, but it makes me wonder if mysteries are like just not a thing anymore, which I kind of feel like people have been gravitating, like not been gravitating towards mysteries. They're, I think, getting a little bit harder since we've done them for so long in the planner community. It's hard to come up with new ideas that are not too niche, you know? So I totally understand that. Or if, so like, I'm not sure if mystery kits will be like a no more thing or what. It also makes me wonder, for at least Glam Planner, I feel like she's scaled back so much, and I know a lot of people have very polarized opinions about Glam Planner, but it makes me wonder if she's like closing up shop or what it might be. I don't know. I know she just moved her like location, and she like hinted towards new products, so who knows what it will be, if it's sticker stuff or something different. But it makes me sad to like lose out on two mystery subscriptions that I feel like have been really strong in the planner community. So let me know your thoughts down below. Are you a fan of mystery subscriptions kind of going away? I mean, I see both sides, and part of me is like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I have always been really hesitant towards mystery subscriptions. But right now this is like my way to get Silly Studio art. So that's why I'm subscribed to the Glam Planner one, or I was, because I just love her art. So anyways, let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to chat about it. I know I've chatted with a couple people on Instagram about it. It's just fascinating to see. I'm curious to see how the planner community, you know, it's ever changing and evolving. So I'm curious to see its next step. Okay, now let's pivot onto the Christmas movies, this or that. Okay, sorry, there was like a frog in my throat, but the first one is The Grinch or The Christmas Carol, and for sure The Grinch. I'll watch any version. I love it. It's such a classic. Then the next one is Elf or A Christmas Story, and definitely Elf. I guess I gravitate towards the newer ones, but I've talked about this before. There's certain movies that your family grows up watching, and then there's certain movies you don't. And I never watched The Christmas Story or The Christmas Carol, like ever. So I was an adult when I watched both of those, or like 18 plus, I should say. And they just don't like hit home, and they don't hold as much sentimental value, and that is okay. All right, the next question is the Home Alone series or the Santa Claus series. Definitely the Santa Claus series. That will always hold a special place in my heart. But Home Alone series, like, it's good. I just don't think I watched it enough. Like, in theory, I like it, but I can't quote it. And then the next question is Polar Express or White Christmas. And honestly, my answer is neither. I know that the Polar Express is like iconic, but especially as a teacher, like teachers really grasp onto it and do like theme days around it. But I personally find the Polar Express extremely creepy, like extremely creepy. If you are with me, please let me know in the comments, because I do feel like a lone wolf in this club. I know it is a small club, but yeah, it's just my personal opinion, and I'm gonna stick with it. I think the idea of like the little Polar Express trains are adorable with kids. I won't say that I'll never do that with my future children, but I personally will not do a Polar Express day with my class, and I have no desire to watch that movie again. And then I don't think I've ever really seen White Christmas. I think I've seen the Broadway show of it, but again, it's older, so it doesn't hit home with me since I never watched it growing up. So neither. The next one is The Holiday or Love Actually, and The Holiday, love that movie. It's so sweet. I watch that like every couple years. It's a good one. Cameron Diaz was like so iconic. There's so many actors and actresses that were so iconic back in that like 2000s era with all the rom-coms and stuff, and then now I'm like, I could not name a single movie that Cameron Diaz has been in lately, you know? Like Jack Black I can name, but yeah, I don't know. That's just like a random side thought. The next one is Christmas with the Cranks or Four Christmases. And I'm going to go with Four Christmases. I just watched that this year because my husband had never seen it. And I think it's a pretty funny movie. I'm here for Reese Witherspoon movies though, so I'm always along for the ride. It's just like a funny, good movie. And then the last one is Christmas Vacation or Nightmare Before Christmas. And definitely, if you've been around my channel, you know my answer, Christmas Vacation through and through. I am not like a huge Halloween person, although my October spreads would say differently. And I never really like got into any of the Nightmare Before type movies. So yeah, I will ride the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland, and I love that, but that's about the extent. But yeah, that is my Christmas movie this or that. If you are curious, I just go on Pinterest and just search like whatever Christmas this or that or Christmas questions or whatever it might be, and then I just pull up a random one and read off of that. If you're ever curious, it's nothing like I create or anything special, but that's what I do. And here you can see me struggling with the deco because I was spacing it a little too tight, and then I had to respace it back out. But that is it. Let me know if you have any of the same or different movie opinions. I'd love to know. And that is it for my base. I will come on to show you my ending spread, but hopefully you can kind of see it all in full effect. I will leave any coupon codes down below along with the paper that I use. I know I get some questions about that for printable kits, so I will leave that down below, but this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Let's skip to the end. All right, here is the final spread. I feel like the foil is not capturing in full, but overall it was a really good week. Well, it was just kind of a crazy week. We did like 3 different Christmases with like my in-laws, my cousins, and then my siblings when we went down to Arizona. And it was just like a lot of different things in Arizona, a lot of like spending time with my nephews. We went and saw the Wonka movie. My brother and his family just got like a new house, so we got to like tour their house and just like spend time with the boys, and which was like super good. And I didn't necessarily need these extenders, but it was good. Every day I was like spending time in the sunshine. I read multiple books, and then like right after all this family time I started to feel sick, and I was sick the rest of these 2 days, which was not fun. But at the same time, being sick in a sunny place is way different than being sick in like a rainy, gloomy place. And I was just able to sit outside, and like I said, I read a whole book like each day, and that was great. But yeah, it was just like forced relaxation time, which I think my body also needed. So I am feeling better, which is nice. But no fun to be sick on vacation either. But nonetheless, this was the week. This is my last spread of 2023, and I hope that you enjoyed, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye everyone.